This election has been described as the most competitive in the history of Uganda. It's a contest between a general, a lawyer and a doctor. Three men who back in the early 80s were united, fighting for a common cause.
Earlier
They
this month,
waged a 6-year bush war that led to the overthrowal of two presidents, military dictator Idi Amin Dada, under whose watch an estimated 100,000 people were massacred, and his successor Milton Obote. When Tito Okello succeeded Obote, however, Museveni's NRM was furious that its revolution had been hijacked and eventually toppled Okello in 1986. Warren Kizza Besigye Kifefe, a man now described as Museveni's seasoned opponent, was his longtime personal doctor. A trained physician, Besigye joined Museveni and his national resistance movement in the bush in 1982, where he treated casualties. When Museveni came to power, the then 29-year-old Besigye was appointed State Minister of Internal Affairs and National Political Commissar, shocking those who had been heavily involved in the political side of the bush war. But Colonel Besigye, the physician-turned-politician, would renege on his support for Museveni in 2001, accusing the NRM of corruption. And as the leader of the Forum for Democratic Change, Uganda's main opposition party, Besigye challenged the president in the past 3 elections and lost each time. His incessant fight against the establishment has seen him arrested repeatedly. Still, he remained persistent and will be on the ballot again next week. John Patrick Amama Mbabazi, a lawyer on the other hand, has been Museveni's political ally all along until barely 1.5 years ago. Museveni first heard of Mbabazi back in 1972 after receiving information that he had started a secret anti-Amin guerrilla group. At the time, Museveni had apparently decided to give up the armed struggle. Mbabazi agreed to join hands with the demoralized Museveni and set out reorganizing a more effective guerrilla force. Eventually, when Museveni became president, Mbabazi served in his government as Attorney General, Security Minister, and eventually rose to the post of Prime Minister. But in 2014, he fell out with the president and was sacked. He declared he would take on Museveni in a battle for nomination as presidential candidate of the ruling National Resistance Movement, but he later decided to abandon NRM altogether. Observers say there was a feeling that being a popular figure in NRM, Mbabazi could shave off some NRM voters, costing a Museveni win. But then again, Museveni could benefit from a divided opposition, as Besigye and Mbabazi failed to agree to join forces. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.